Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Good morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. DJ, MV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the guy. Let's get some front page
Upper
news.
Marion ain't Philly.
Shit, Philly fan,
Upper
though.
Marion.
What is
Shut
it?
up. I don't know.
Lord Darby and Upper Marion, something like that.
All right, well, let's start off with sports. The Eagles beat the Commanders 55-23, and the Chiefs beat the Bills 32-29. So the Chiefs will be taking on the Philadelphia Eagles in the 2025 Super Bowl Sunday, February 29th at 6:30 p.m.
I'm rooting for the Philadelphia Eagles simply because I can during the game, after the game, while Travis Kelce was giving his speech.
They showed her a lot.
I want the Eagles to win, man.
But you know what? I want the Chiefs to win a three-peat, but I want Saquon Barkley to win one.
Now, don't get me wrong. A three-peat in football is incredible. You know what I mean? That's something we would never have seen before, and I like seeing history. But I'm going with the Eagles.
I want to see Saquon win one too.
Just because
I
I
love
don't
the
want to
city.
see Taylor Swift, you're going with the
That
Eagles.
and I
That's
love the
crazy.
city of Philly.
Same. Then let it be about that.
Yeah, I love the city of Philly.
And speaking of, Morgan, I know you mad.
I am big mad.
I'm
big
so
mad.
quiet. I didn't even know she was on there. She's so quiet.
She like, F her.
Hey.
She never this quiet. Usually she's like, whoa. She's like, what did the Ravens do? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And my home team and my other home team, we out of here. We on the couch with it, but you know what I'm saying? We'll enjoy the cheesesteaks, the pizza, and the wings. You know,
There you
that's
go.
what. And Kendrick and all of that. But let's get into this front page news, guys. So Trump was in California last week, over the weekend, to survey damage caused by recent wildfires. He was met on the tarmac by California Governor Gavin Newsom on Friday afternoon, and the two shook hands and exchanged some words before speaking to the press. Let's hear from Trump.
Now we're going to be taking a little tour with some of the people from the area. I appreciate the governor coming out and meeting me. Tremendous numbers of lives have been affected. A lot of real estate's been affected. Nobody's ever probably seen anything like this. You can almost say since the Second World War, when you think of it. I mean, nothing like this has happened. We're going to get it fixed, so we'll get it permanently fixed, so it can't happen again. And again, we'll be talking a little bit later, and we'll get it worked out, okay?
So Newsom also spoke with Trump during that exchange. He says he hasn't forgotten Trump during the COVID-19 pandemic, and he looks forward to working together to help recovery efforts. Let's hear from California Governor Gavin Newsom.
Most importantly, thank you for being here. It means a great deal to all of us, and not just the folks in Palisades, the folks in Altadena that were devastated. We're going to need your support. We're going to need your help. You were there for us during COVID. I don't forget that. And I have all the expectations that we'll be able to work together to get this speedy recovery.
And this is exactly why people like Gavin Newsom shouldn't say things like, I'm going to Trump-proof my state.
Yep.
I said this back in December because it will make you look like a hypocrite when you need the president. You are a governor. You have to work with the president. And when things like this happen, you're going to need federal aid. So you're going to need the president.
Facts. Does it not work both ways, though, being that Trump vowed to sign an executive order dismantling FEMA, and he also threatened to halt wildfire relief from California unless his demands about voter ID laws and fraud are met?
Of course. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. It all looks hypocritical on both sides. But you know, when you hear a governor say, I'm going to Trump-proof my state. How? How you going to president-proof your state?
You can't.
Nah, not at all. Absolutely. So later that day, Trump spoke with during a briefing with LA Mayor Karen Bass, and the two had a rather interesting exchange. He said that there will be no delays when it comes to granting permits to rebuild from wildfires. Let's hear from Trump and LA Mayor Karen Bass in that exchange.
We absolutely need your help. We need the federal help.
You got it. I told you. You will have no permit problem. There will be zero delay. The one thing is they are saying they will not be allowed to start for 18 months.
No, that will not be the case.
Okay, I just hope you're right.
You can hold me to it.
Because 4 groups said that.
No.
That would be they should be able to do it. They should be able to start tonight. The people are willing to clean out their own debris. It doesn't cost a lot.
Yes, and they can.
You
And
should
they are
let them
able
do
to-
it because
No,
by the
they
time you
can do
hire
that.
contractors, it's
Right.
going to be 2 years.
He's talking about the people that want to clean up their own properties and
Want to start
rebuild.
immediately, yeah.
Yeah, they want to pretty much not wait on, federal assistance or aid, or they just want to pretty much, get started and do
Start
things
now, right?
themselves. Yeah, absolutely. I don't blame them.
If you got the money to do it,
both
good luck.
sides. Yeah, I understand both sides. I know it can be dangerous though, like doing that, like breathing and all of that stuff. Like you don't know what you do. You can hurt yourself.
But they just
doing
want to
that.
start early, right? And if they get reimbursed, they would have to get reimbursed. But I'm like you said, they don't want to wait 2 years. They want to start right now. Put that garbage bin out there, start dumping that stuff in there, and get started.
And that's why they like, Mr. President, don't deport people now. We need all the undocumented immigrants we can muster. Okay, don't deport them now, please.
Oh, man. Well, great segue, Charlamagne. That's what we'll talk about in the 7 o'clock hour, DEI and immigration.
All right. And, I want to salute and continue to pray for everybody in L.A. because after the whole fire thing, now it's all saying mudslides
yes.
and rainstorms. And they made fun of Little Kim and say, hey, they never get that much rain. Well, they got that much rain.
That's
They
good.
got that much rain. So continue to pray for L.A.
I heard that John Legend he was singing to the firefighters, and he was singing "Take It Slow," like niggas ain't got.
Fighting fires
Yeah,
with
they
John
had him sit
Legend.
at the table. They was at lunch.
Yeah, it was
like
at
when
lunch,
he was singing "Take It Slow," and everybody just looking like that's all we don't have no other choice.
Take it slow for a bunch of firefighters.
Yup, he was singing that.
No, we don't have another choice.
All right. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. 800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Start off with some quick sports. Congratulations to the Eagles and the Chiefs. They won this weekend. They'll face off at the Super Bowl Sunday, February 9th. So congratulations to them. Shout out to all the Eagle fans and Chief fans out there.
By the way, the refs really do be cheating for Kansas City. You know that last play of the game? No, it wasn't the last play of the game. No play was it?
Which one?
No, not the 4-1 call. It was a call towards the end of the game where the ref threw a flag, and the flag came on the screen.
And then they pulled
was
up,
like,
no flag.
no flag.
Yeah, the flag disappeared. I seen that.
What?
I seen that one.
And that was only because Buffalo didn't convert, I believe. Who was though? Yes.
Oh, yeah, and he missed it, yeah.
And they threw a flag. They already had the flag ready.
They
and
pulled that
picked it
flag
up.
right back.
Oh, my God,
They pulled that flag right back. All right. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning. Good morning.
I'm sorry for you, Morgan.
Yeah, me too. That's okay. Maybe next year.
Okay. Sound like a Cowboy fan, but all right, go ahead.
Right.
All right, well, let's get into it. Charlamagne, Envy, and Jess, it's good to see y'all. Vice President J.D. Vance says lower prices are coming, but Americans will have to wait. So Vance talked to CBS's Face the Nation over the weekend, saying that the Trump administration has already implemented measures aimed at reversing inflation. He insists the administration is working to increase the number of American jobs and improve domestic energy production, both of which he says will eventually cause the cost of living to decrease. Let's hear more from Vice President J.D. Vance.
Prices are going to come down, but it's going to take a little bit of time, right? The president has been president for all of 5 days. Donald Trump has already taken multiple executive actions that are going to lower energy prices, and I do believe that means consumers are going to see lower prices at the pump and at the grocery store, but it's going to take a little bit of time. There have been a number of executive orders that have caused already jobs to start coming back into our country, which is a core part of lowering prices.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about as of yet. Seems like people are reeling based on what's coming across my timeline and my news feeds. All right, switching gears to the border. I mean, it's still a matter of national security. Trump's border czar is promising that immigration raids against suspected illegal immigrants will expand. Now, Tom Holman, he spoke to ABC's This Week, saying that ICE raids will soon go beyond illegal immigrants convicted of crimes. Let's hear more from the border czar, Tom Holman.
If you're in the country illegally, you're on the table because it's not okay to, violate laws of this country. You got to remember, every time you enter this country illegally, you violated a crime under Title 8, United States Code 1325. It's a crime. But you're going to see the number steadily increase, the number of arrests nationwide as we open up the aperture. Right now it's concentrating public safety threats, national security threats. That's a smaller population. As that aperture opens, there'll be more arrests nationwide.
So Homan insisted that the agency does need more funding from Congress in order to fulfill its mission. He also confirmed that immigration authorities will not hesitate to raid schools, churches, and hospital locations that agents weren't allowed to enter under the Biden administration. So,
hey, by the way, ICE really snatching people up.
Yes,
I'm hearing some horror stories, like from.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, from like people I know that know people, like they getting snatched up for real. And you know what else they doing? There's people posing as ICE agents. Going to Latinos' houses and robbing them too.
I see that too. People are very scared about that. People are very nervous about ICE because it's, a lot of people are born here, but their mothers aren't, or their fathers aren't, or their cousins or brothers aren't. So people are scared, nervous.
Who's gonna clean up Los Angeles?
Oh my gosh, stop
it. Why do you keep bringing it back to that? That is not automatically their job, yo.
It's a lot of their job. When people are going out to clean debris in Los Angeles, that's who they're gonna be calling and reaching out to. You can't just be getting rid of them now at a time like this.
They not the only ones though.
All right, they're the cheapest.
Oh my gosh. Jesus. All right, moving on, guys. Senator Adam Schiff is slamming President Trump's decision to fire at least a dozen federal inspectors generals, which Trump did do over the weekend as well. In an interview with NBC's Meet the Press, the Democratic congressman said inspector generals play a vital role in stopping fraud, abuse, and waste in federal government. Let's hear more from Adam Schiff.
The American people, if we don't have good and independent inspector generals, are going to see the swamp refill. They're going to see rampant waste, fraud. They're going to see corruption. In his first term, he fired an inspector general for providing whistleblower complaints to Congress, fired an inspector general for saying the pandemic response, his response had flaws.
Yeah, so Schiff also insisted that Trump broke federal law when he made the firings, as Congress must be notified 30 days before any Senate-confirmed inspector general is fired by the president. He said the move increases the risk of corruption under the Trump administration. And bringing things back to DE&I, diversity, equity, and inclusion. We all heard what happened with Target. Target was the latest company to end its diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. The Minneapolis-based retailer announced the decision in a memo to employees on Friday. According to CNBC, the memo cited that the importance of staying in the step with the evolving landscape to help drive growth and serve its millions of customers. With the move, Target joins companies like Walmart, Meta, and McDonald's in dropping DEI-related pledges and goals. Now, Tabitha Brown, whose lifestyle products are in Target and Walmart, she posted a video on Instagram responding to calls for boycotts against those companies. And here's what she had to say. Let's hear from Tabitha Brown.
I do business all over, just like many other people. And what I can tell you is, if we all decide to boycott and be like, no, we're not spending no money at these organizations. Listen, I get it. And if that's how you feel, honey, I 1000% get it. But so many of us will be affected and our sales will drop. Our business will be hurt.
Yeah, so what do you guys think about that? I mean, I know that Reverend Al Sharpton is looking over the course of 90 or so he's taking 90 days. The National Action Network and also, I believe, the National Urban League are taking the 90 days to look over these businesses who have decided to reverse their DEI initiatives and pick two that he's going to call for boycotts amongst the those who fall under the DEI umbrella. What do you guys think about that?
I think it's just complicated. It's a complicated situation, but I do wonder why people are only focusing on Target. I guess they just want to make it an example out of one entity. But I mean, Walmart rolled back their DEI initiatives. Meta rolled back their DEI initiatives. Amazon, McDonald's, Ford, Lowe's, John Deere. So when you just focus on Target, but you're still on all of the social media platforms on Meta. When you just focus on Target, but you're still using Amazon every day, it's just like I don't know.
Yeah, I see both sides. I see where Tabitha's coming from because there's a lot of black entrepreneurs that have their products in Target, but also it's like what Charlamagne said. How do you pick and choose which one you gonna go against? Like there's so many different companies. Why is Target the one? Especially with I don't know.
I think Target is the one right now because they're the latest, and we thought they were standing on business. I think that's the case.
But when you say that's the latest, I mean, like all of this stuff happened this week.
Exactly.
Like, how is it the latest?
I was going to say, by the time I get off air with y'all, I'm sure another company will have made it's all going to be null and void. But yeah.
I don't know. I think it's more
Costco too. Costco they did the same.
No, Costco didn't roll back the DEI.
Sure?
Costco's still standing on business.
Still standing on it. Okay.
Costco
For now.
Yeah.
That's why I said by the time I get off air with y'all, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's just complicated. You know, it's not as simple as saying, "Hey, let's all boycott," and you know, it's not as simple as saying, "Hey, let's go to the Target and buy up all the black products." You know, I don't know.
And then when you think about some of the areas, you know, that people, certain areas across the country are food deserts, and they may only have a Dollar General, they may only have a Walmart. So, you know, and calling for boycotts puts those people in very compromising and difficult situations. So, yeah, but this is the conversation, and that's your front page news. Follow me on social. I'm Morgan Wood. Follow me on social at Morgan Media. And for more news coverage, follow at Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app and visit us at BINnews.com. Talk to y'all later.
All right. Thank you, Morgan.
Wake that ass up. Early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.